Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so around 3 weeks ago I showed off a one-click Filmarena Maniac edition of Forrest Gump. And I instantly fell in love with that set. I thought it was one of the best premium editions I've ever seen. But what I didn't say in that video was, at the same time, I actually had another edition pre-ordered from the same company, and it is a one-click Maniacs edition as well. And this one was something I was truly excited about. And it is this edition here. If I can carry it in, it's very heavy. So we have Terminator 2, and as you can see, anyone that's seen the Forrest Gump video should know what to expect with this release, even though there is a bit more to this one than the Forrest Gump release. So in case you guys are interested to see that Forrest Gump edition, I will leave a link in the description below. Do go out and check it out, because you won't believe some of the pieces that does be in that collection. But the one great thing that this edition has over the Forrest Gump release is this edition makes a bit more sense. You have two editions of Terminator 2 in this. One of them is a 3D edition, the other one is a 4K edition. Now, I actually had the movie on 4K, I never had it on 3D. And I desperately wanted to get the 3D version. I still have a 3D TV in the house. And I've been told that the 3D version of this movie is supposed to be quite decent. So yeah, I was always looking for an excuse to pick up that 3D release. And I finally got it with this one. Now, not only that, like I said, there is two different editions to this movie inside this box set, but you're probably wondering why the box is so big. Well, the reason why is because there is another little goodie inside this, and it is the CPU brain chip that's inside Schwarzenegger's head. You get a replica of that CPU in this box set, and I have to tell you, folks, it is absolutely beautiful. Right, so what I'm going to do is, this video is just a simple unboxing video. I'm going to take us around this release because it's going to take a while to get through it, because there's quite a bit in here. And yeah, let's get right to it and not waste any more time. Right, so here we go. So this is the Terminator 2 one-click Maniac edition from Filmarena. So the first thing you will notice is the artwork on this, and I think it looks absolutely remarkable, particularly when you bend the light off the box set itself. You can kind of see the skeleton of the Arnold Schwarzenegger there. It just looks, it kind of just shows off that gloss finish on that particular part of his face, as well as the red eye and the glasses. So yeah, definitely digging on the artwork they used on this one. So I'm going to take us around to the side of it here. So you have Terminator 2 Judgement there. And then along the top of it there, you have the, that's the Maniac's Collector's Box, and that's number 14. And then over here, you have just a bit of a slogan there with this time he's back for good. And then right around here, as you can see, it's the same as the Maniac's logo, but this time you can see my number. So it is 575 of 1000. So not near as limited as the Forrest Gump set, but still quite limited, it has to be said. So the last thing I'm going to show you as well is just the back artwork, and this is absolutely insane. And that's the one thing I love about this box set. I think you can show it both ways. And at the moment, that's the way I have it shaped. I'm showing out on my shelf. I have this one facing out, and why wouldn't I when you see the design of the artwork on it? It's just incredible. And again, when you just bend the light off, you just see that high gloss finish on it. So yeah, incredible artwork on this set. So right, let's open the box set up and show you everything that's inside it. So if the only problem it is, sometimes it's hard to get these off. So here we go. Voila. So that is the what you get inside it. So this here is your 3D edition. This is your 4K edition, and this is what holds the CPU for the Terminator, which I cannot wait to show you. So I'm going to take out the 3D edition first, and I'm going to take us around that one. Right, so here we go. This is the 3D edition that you get inside that box set, and this is a full lenticular edition as well. So you have the lenticulars on the front and the back. So I'm hoping the lenticular comes across there on the camera. It just has a slight movement on it, which is pretty cool. And I'm loving, again, the artwork design on this edition of it. The artwork all through this entire set is absolutely remarkable, and I'm digging. The one thing I really dig about this edition in particular is the red and the blue and the red. Sorry, I think it looks great. So yeah, that's just a quick look at the artwork on the cover. And that's the spine of it there, and as you can see, it's quite a thick looking set as well. And then take us around to the back, and of course you have the T1000. And I think the cover is meant to be representing that the kind of steelworks that they were in at the end of the movie. I think that's what they were going for anyway. So yeah, the lenticulars on both of these look absolutely remarkable. And I think there is lenticular on the other release as well. I think it's actually on the steelbook, and I'm looking forward to showing you that. So yeah, that is the cover anyway, and that is the contents inside. Right, so let's open it up and we'll have a look and see what's inside this thing. So, right, so the first thing you will see is you have a steelbook there. You got an envelope there with collector's cards, and you've got a booklet. So I think we'll start with the booklet first, and then we'll make our way onto the cards themselves. So here we go, this is the booklet. And again, they're kind of continuing that theme. It's mostly based around the ending of this movie. So yeah, great to see that artwork. And again, very iconic scene. And that's the same picture that we got on the back of the lenticular. Right, so I'm going to quickly show you through this booklet, and I think it's just stills from the movie. And I'm nearly sure that the other booklet on the other set is, there's a bit of a write-up of the movie, which is always great to see. You want your booklets to be very different on these releases, and I'm happy to say that they are. So yeah, just a quick handful of stills from the movie itself. So that is the book, and I move that to a side. And then we'll bring you on to this little envelope that you have that holds all the collector's cards. And the one thing about this set here, it's I love the picture that it forms when you actually open it up fully. So yeah, that's just a quick look at the front of it, and then you got the spine of it there. And then of course you got the back of it. But again, what makes this great is when you do open it, which I'm going to show you right now. And voila! I think that looks incredible, and it is something similar on the other release as well, which is actually does look better, and I again cannot wait to show you. So yeah, that's just a quick look at the envelope, and then take us around. And the first thing you will see is, again, with a lot of these releases, you get this little kind of credit card thing, and it shows your number. So as you can see, it's matching. It's always great to see. So I put that to a side, and then inside you have special cards and character cards. So I'm going to show the special cards off first. They have all the same backing as well. And yeah, so I'm going to quickly run you through these ones. So there you go, that's the end of the movie. So a lot of the stills from this, it seems to be from the ending of the movie. Well, 2 of them more. So yeah, I think you get around 8 of them all together. And again, there is a real, they're very well-made cards, it has to be said. So yeah, very impressed with them. So that is 8 of these special cards that you get. I'll just throw that back in, and then we'll take out the character cards. And as you can see, it's still carrying on with the red and the blue. And yeah, take us on here. So you have got the postcard there of the T800, and of course the T1000. And then you've got John Connor there as well, Sarah Connor, the genius that is James Cameron, and I think you have 2 here of Schwarzenegger, naturally, and of course you have Miles Dyson there as well. So back to the T800. So yeah, that is the character cards, and then that brings us lastly onto the steelbook, and the steelbook is fantastic. And there is 2 steelbooks in this set, and I'm happy to report that there are 2 very different steelbooks, and this is the 3D edition as well. And again, it's one of the reasons what drew me to this set is to get this 3D version. I never actually owned it before, so it's great to be able to see this movie in 3D finally. So yeah, that's again carrying on with the blue and the red. It has a high gloss finish as well, and there is a bit of debossing, or yeah, debossing, is that what you call it? I can't remember what it is, but I think you know what I mean. And of course it has the frame going around there as well, which I think it presents the steelbook quite beautifully. So yeah, great looking steelbook, and I'll take us onto the spine of it there. And then, of course, to the back of it, and of course, you have John Connor there. And again, they're continuing with that frame as well, which I do love. I think it just presents the steelbook so beautifully. So, yeah, this steelbook, again, when you do bend it across the light, it does look quite amazing. And then open it up in full, and that is your steelbook. And, yeah, definitely my favourite steelbook in this, even though the other one is quite beautiful as well. So, take us around, and as you can see, there we go. Now you have your 3D disc. Then that brings us onto that is your theatrical disc with a few bonus features there as well. And then the last one here is the ultimate cut of the movie, so that's 156 minutes long, and that is your inside your steelbook. So there you go, folks. That is the first edition. That is the 3D edition. So let's work our way onto the 4K release. Right, so this is the 4K release. So I'm going to quickly show you the J card on this one. And as you can see, the card is there. I'm not going to remove it to show some of the technical aspects because I'd be afraid that I'd rip the J card. And it's kind of secured on that card, so I don't want to... Yeah, I don't want to mess around with it. So again, as you can see, the numbers is matching. So throw that to a side, and then I'll bring this release on. And again, I'm hoping the camera's picking it up, but the texture on this cover is absolutely amazing. I've never seen a cover quite like it. And I'm going to just see if I can take it in closely, just so you can get a close look at that, the texture on that, on the case there. It just looks absolutely amazing. And then, of course, Schwarzenegger has a bit of a gloss finish to them. So really do dig in on the case. On both releases, I think they look amazing. So there's no lenticulars on this case, but it is on the steelbook itself, which I'll be showing now soon. So this is a 4K release, even though it says Blu-ray at the bottom there. And then take us onto the back. And much like the other one, you have the Terminator on the front, and then you have the T-1000 on the back. So they're kind of continuing that theme. And again, he has a bit of a gloss finish to him, where the rest of it is in this lovely... Yeah, I just don't know how to describe it. It's just absolutely beautiful. Really, really is a remarkable job they've done in this release. And that's the insides of this, what you're getting inside it. So, right, let's take everything out of this one. And we will stack it all up. And voila. So as per usual, you got your steelbook, you got your cards, and you got your booklet. So again, like the last one, we'll start with the booklet. And the artwork on this one is class. It's the scene where he's coming up from the ground, and I think there was a great art choice to put on the booklet itself. So that is the spine of it. I don't know if you can make that out. It's hard to get in focus, unfortunately, but you can sort of see it. And that's more of that artwork from the front. So yeah, like the last booklet, this one does have stills in it, but it also does have a bit of a write-up of the movie as well. And like I said before, it is just great to have... it would have been so easy for them to put in the same booklets. They've done that with the Pet Sematary release, which I wasn't quite happy with. So it's great to see something a bit different. So yeah, that's just a quick look at the booklet. So take that to a side, and then take you onto the collector's cards. And this is done, the cover is done the exact same way as the last one, only for, yeah, it looks a bit different, which you will see now in a second. So show you the spine of it there, and then take us onto the back of it. So as you can see, it's Schwarzenegger's face, and wait till you see this when you open it up. I think it looks fantastic. Look at that. That is, yeah, the artwork just through this entire set, like I said, is absolutely stunning, and Filmarena have done such... I really have done a remarkable job, and it's probably why I'm such a fan of Filmarena. It's a shame it's taken me so long to discover them. So right, take us back around here, and we'll start with the special cards. So as you can see, it's the blue backing, and yeah, so you've got John Connor there with his friend, and you've got yeah, 3 Sarah Connor and the Terminator there as well, and of course you got Sarah Connor there, and yeah, there's an iconic shot as well of Schwarzenegger, and yeah, just continue on. So yeah, same as the last one, just 8 postcards you get, and just put them back in, and then we'll go on to the character cards, and a bit of a different backing on them, as you can see. So take us around, and then of course you've got it is the same but the different pictures. So you've Robert Patrick there as well, you got the Terminator with John Connor, and of course you got Dr. Silberman there, and that's a great picture of the Terminator. Look at the art, the design, it's just absolutely amazing. Some of the work that went into it is just absolutely incredible. You got Sarah Connor there as well, and of course Sarah and John, and again another one of Miles Dyson, and then you got John Connor. So yeah, that's just a quick look at the character cards that you get in that. So that's everything that you get inside this one, and then that brings us on to the steelbook, and the lenticular on this is definitely the best of the lenticulars. Look at that. It just looks absolutely amazing. And the great thing about this lenticular, it does come off the steelbook, which I'm going to show you now, but I just wanted to spend another minute or two just with it. So it really is incredible, the lenticular on this one. So right, let's remove it off and show the steelbook under it. And voila, so it's the cover that we all know and love. The one thing I will say about the steelbook, again, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but the Schwarzenegger himself, it just has this real grainy feel to him. I've never seen it on a steelbook before. It feels incredible, and I'm hoping the camera is picking it up, but it just looks absolutely remarkable. And yeah, just a beautiful looking steelbook. and take us onto the spine of this one. And then, of course, around to the back, and kind of continue with that kind of grainy feel there with the Terminator himself. And, of course, you got that frame as well that just presents it all beautifully. It is absolutely beautiful, the steelbook, and I'm just going to open it up in full so you can see it. So, there you go, that is it. And, yeah, it really is not as good as the other steelbook, but it's, my God, it's very, very close. Two beautiful looking steelbooks in this release. And, of course, this is the 4K release, and this is the disc itself. It's a shame about the transfer on it, unfortunately. And move that to a side, and then of course you have the Blu-ray again, with that's just the theatrical cut and some bonus features, and then that's the ultimate cut. It's a shame we didn't get that on the 4K. And then that's the inside of the steelbook itself. Right, so that's everything you get on the 4K set. That's all that's left to show you now is the actual gift that you get with it. Right, so on to the last piece we go, and I'm going to tell you now that this box is a bit of overkill when you see what you get inside it. It doesn't need to be this big, but I'm going to quickly just take you around it. So again, some more unique artwork, and then on the side of it you have Terminator 2, and then it's the same on the opposite side, nothing on the top or bottom, and then around the back you've got just another cool looking picture of Schwarzenegger with the Terminator skull behind him, with the red eyes. So pretty cool. So this slides open, and then you get the simple case with just Terminator written on it. There's nothing else on it back to front. So we'll open this up, and this falls out, and again you've that Terminator 2 written on it, and then you slide this open, and you've got this little case, and when you open it up, voila. And this is one of the reasons to why I bought this set. I desperately wanted this thing, the CPU, and the weight of this thing is unbelievable. But you can also sit it on this like that and kind of have it displayed if you wanted to. It's just absolutely remarkable, and it does sit in lovely into this case, as you can see. So let me just take it out so I can show you up close exactly what it looks like. So here we go. But the detail on this is incredible, and it's a perfect reproduction of it. It just looks incredible. Granted, it does look a bit bigger, it has to be said, but again, it's just, if you could only feel how heavy this thing is, and how incredibly well made it actually is. Yeah, it's what kind of drew me to the set. I just desperately wanted this piece, and yeah, it was exactly what I wanted it to be. And more, if I'm completely honest. So that is everything, folks, that you get inside this set. So yes, you do get the gift set, you get the 4K release, you get the 3D release as well. You get so many art cards, so many booklets, and two absolutely beautiful looking steelbooks. And I honestly think it's worth every single penny I paid for it. Right, folks, so there you have it. That's everything inside that one-click edition. And really, I'm so happy to finally have this edition of T2. And to get that CPU, it really is quite amazing. And I really hope you've enjoyed it. So, when it comes to these one-click Maniac editions, I have one more coming. I'm not going to say what movie it is, but I do have one more coming. And I think after this next one that's coming, I think I might be done with these box sets. Well, for a while anyway. I can't see myself getting another one this year. Because they can cost quite a bit of money. Thankfully, the one I have coming didn't cost too much. But, you know, when you start looking for these are all out of print. You know, they're incredibly rare, and they just go for absolute crazy money. And I don't want to get too heavily invested in these box sets. I desperately wanted the Terminator 2 one. Forrest Gump was one of my favourite movies of all time. And the next one I have coming is off a franchise that's a franchise that I do love. So it's great to get that one as well. So I'm looking forward to doing that video whenever I do get it through the door. So that is it, folks. That is it. So as per usual, if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could leave a comment down below. And please do share your thoughts on this movie and what did you think of its contents. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.